Last fall, I sat down with a client who was convinced their tracking pixel had failed. Conversions had dropped 30% overnight, but the pixel was firing fine. It wasn't the pixel, it was something deeper, something no dashboard warns you about. Here's what's actually happening. Most businesses treat tracking like a toggle switch. You set up the pixel, it fires, you get data. But in engineering, tracking isn't a single event. It's a pipeline, a series of handoffs between your server, a message queue, a cloud function, and your data warehouse. And at every single handoff, data can silently drop. Think of it like a relay race. The first runner hands off the baton without a hitch, but the second runner stumbles, drops it, and the race goes on. Nobody sees the drop because the finish line still gets crossed. That's what happens when a conversion event is captured by your server, queued for processing, and then the worker process times out before writing it to the database. The pixel fired, the server acknowledged it, but the event never made it to your reports. This isn't a rare edge case. I've seen it happen with webhook retries that hit rate limits, with deduplication logic that silently discards legitimate events, and with timeouts in serverless functions that get too many events at once. The common failure point isn't the browser pixel or even the API endpoint. It's the queue. A stalled worker process can accumulate millions of events, then time out after a few minutes, permanently losing every single one. Your analytics dashboard will show a flat line, but no error alert fires because the queue didn't crash. It just gave up. So if your team is only monitoring the pixel fire rate or the API response times, you're looking at the wrong layer. You need to monitor the event delivery end to end, from client to server through the queue, into the data warehouse, and finally into the attribution model. That's the only way to catch silent data loss. At Xentro, we built our own monitoring on top of our data pipeline. We track the latency between event creation and ingestion, we set thresholds on queue depth, and we run synthetic events, like a canary in a coal mine, with unique IDs that we check for arrival every 10 minutes. Once that system caught a broken retry logic that would have silently dropped 15% of leads over a weekend. Without it, we wouldn't have known for days. This week, I want you to run a smoke test on your own tracking stack. Generate a test event from your front end with the unique identifier you control. Send it through your entire pipeline, backend, queue, processing, warehouse. Then verify it appears in your data within 30 seconds with the correct timestamp and payload. If it doesn't arrive or if the timestamp is off by more than a minute, you have a silent data gap. And that gap matters more than any dashboard you're staring at right now. Data that lies is worse than no data at all. Fix the pipe, not the report.